Hey everyone. So after doing the video of the box that I keep my weekly guided reading with a purpose materials in, I've had a couple questions about how do I fit it all in. So I'm going to share with you my lesson plans for the second week of school this coming school year. Thanks to you, they're done now. So and I basically do similar things from year to year. My first week of school, I don't start guided reading with a purpose. I don't start my math rotations, and I don't start a spelling list and that. We just do review and kind of introductory things and fun little stories. So this is my first week of guided reading with a purpose, and this is kind of how it's laid out. So on Monday, we have the kids come in from 8:50 to 9:15, and then their morning work is usually word work. So you're going to see a list of all these things. However, part of their morning work is word work. It's usually a worksheet. But also, so for like the first day, we're going to color our spelling words. We're going to watch the Vowel Bat. The first week we do short A. So we'll watch the short A Vowel Bat on YouTube. We'll chant the alphabet chant. So we say the alphabet with a sound. We'll play a technology activity on the smartboard in whole group. So we'll do turtle the short A words, and the B stands for boom. Sometimes we use Google, sometimes we use boom. And then the I Can Spell is actually the worksheet we'll be working on that day. So that will take us till 9:30 in the morning. Then at 9:30 in the morning, we meet together up front to begin our guided reading with a purpose, our whole group guided reading, and we're focusing on one comprehension strategy for the week. This week happens to be characters and setting, as you can see up here, and the theme is rules and routines. So the stories all are about different rules and routines, but they're fictional stories. So I'll start off by playing What's in the Bag. I have different characters in a bag, and I'll pull them out, and we'll talk about what they all have in common, and basically they're all characters from a story. So that's my introduction to characters. Then I will read The Recess Queen, and I'm going to tell the kids, make sure you're listening for characters in the story. And then afterwards, we'll go back to our seat and do a character worksheet together. And then finally, we'll do the sort. So a lot of you asked, how do you fit the sorts in and all of that? What I do is when about 75% of my class is done, we come up and begin working on the sorts, and then everybody else kind of just joins in. So it's kind of really an easy, good transitional piece to get everybody back to the next activity. And from that, my writing, whole group writing, always comes off the literature that we read for the day. So basically, at the beginning of the year, I'm just focusing on getting a sentence or two out of them with a capital and a period, and about a topic. So we're going to write about Mean Gene and Katie Sue. So on chart paper, I just write 2 sentences. I'll write 2 things about Mean Gene and 2 things about Katie Sue. Then the kids get to pick who they want to write about, and then they're going to make just the craft that goes with the person they write about. So if they do Mean Gene, they'll tell me a sentence, or maybe they'll tell me 5 sentences, depending on how good their writing is, about Mean Gene, and then they'll make the Mean Gene craft. And it's just a paper topper craft, so it does not take very long. Then after that, from 10:45 to 11, we have recess. And then after recess, we go into our small group centers and small group guided reading. So this is going to be the first week that we do it. So we will, during that time, maybe do 2 rotations, and I will not be meeting in small group. We'll have little mini lessons and be talking about expectations and all that stuff. But typically, this is where I would be sitting in small group with students, and they would be doing kind of similar to the daily 5 rotations. And then at 12:10 to 12:55, we have lunch and recess. When they come back from recess, I like to read aloud to them for just a little bit to kind of calm them down, get them back into the school setting. And then at 1:10 to 1:30, we start our Master Math whole group mini lesson. So I always start math with a mini lesson up front on the smartboard. It's part of my Master Math curriculum, and we go through the slides on the Smart Notebook, answer questions, talk about the topic. Sometimes there's little activities within there, and then because of my schedule this year, it's kind of different. We will stop after that mini lesson, and we will go to our special area if we have one for the day. So So it happens that on Monday I'm going to have music, and then when they come back from music, then we will do rotations. And I do 5 rotations, 8 minutes a piece. I left it so there's 10 minutes actually for movement and clean up, and if we need the extra time, there's enough time for that. And then at the end of the day, we clean up at 3:20, and then this is kind of like for every day. We get our mail one table at a time, we go to our lockers, and then we sit at our tables for dismissal, and we're dismissed at 3:30. So that's kind of my day. I'll take you back to Tuesday. It looks very similar. We work on our phonics skill in the morning. Then we're going to do, on day 2, we're going to learn about the setting in the story, writing again, and then, guided small group, and then master math, lesson 2, number sense, and so on. I do have one day where I have on Wednesdays, I'm going to have no planning time, so I always call it bonus time, and I'm going to not plan for that right now because I'm going to need to see what I need to fill into that space there. I don't really know. And then on Fridays, also the only difference is library is only 30 minutes on Friday, so I'm going to have 30 extra minutes. And usually with guided reading with a purpose, I have like some sort of cumulative activity or an assessment I might want to do or whatever. So on this day, we're going to share. If they bring in like a book with a character, dress up like a character or draw a setting, we'll do our sharing project on Friday afternoon. So, but everything else pretty much is the same. I try to bring in, I feel like their attention span is about 8 minutes. So all these little activities here are very short, and try to get to their brains in different ways with like the music on the YouTube videos, the chanting, the digital piece, and then the paper pencil piece. So that's why there's so many things for my phonics. So I hope that helps a little bit. So anyways, that's guided reading. And if you have more questions, feel free to shoot me more questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Or if you want to see something differently, I can tell you too, or go into more of different things. So just let me know. Hopefully that cleared up some of the questions and how I fit it all in. And also, I don't do everything that I include. I like to give more than what you need so you can differentiate. Don't feel like you have to do the crafts every day. I don't always do the crafts every day. And once my kids get going on the literacy centers, sometimes I toss different activities in the literacy stations as well for like the small group. So kind of like an extension that's in their small group while they're working in groups. They can do more that goes with our anchor story for the day. So anyways, hope that helps. Have a great day.